Teams have been announced and we are just hours away from the kickoff of the new season, and I'm here to give you a preview of Game Week 1 of the new Gallagher Premiership campaign. So hey everybody, and welcome back to the Rugby Magazine Fantasy Show. I'm so sorry if you can see steam rising out of my mouth. I'm actually in my garage and it is freezing out here, but I'm suffering it to bring you all of the goodies and players to look forward to for this weekend. So just to run through everything, I'm going to give you my key 3 players for this weekend. I'm going to give you a value player. I'm going to give you a couple of facts about each of the fixtures as we head into them. I'm going to give you my opinion on the way I think they're going to go. I'm going to give you our in-house artificial intelligence, Henry's predictions, which normally turn out to be either absolutely spot on and nobody really likes it, or they turn out to be completely far-fetched. So I look forward to finding out which way they go this time through. So without any further ado, my key 3 players as we head into Game Week 1 of the Gallagher Premiership. First up is none other than Marcus Smith. He is obviously one of my bold predictions was that he was going to drag Harlequins right the way through to the final, and Henry is predicting that he is going to have a fantastic game tonight against Exeter. Second on my list then is Sam Simmonds. Kind of goes without saying, he is one of the highest scorers week in, week out in the competition, and he is certainly a fantastic pick for your team. As is the third guy on this list. Actually, these key 3 players seem pretty standard really, and I'd be surprised if many of you don't have them in your squad. The third player is Francois Hogard, who I expect to go very, very well against London Irish tomorrow. So next up is my value pick as we head into round 1. Now this guy is somebody who can turn out an absolute gem of a fantasy performance and has done in the past, and is generally a very consistent performer with a really good price tag for your fantasy team. It is none other than Sales AJ McGinty, who I expect to go very, very well this evening against Northampton. So next up are predictions and how we think results are going to go. We'll kick off with the first game of the season, Harlequins versus Exeter. Now Henry thinks that one is going to be a 32-23 win to Exeter, and personally I've got to agree with him there. I think Exeter are going to come out with a win. Exeter have won 10 of their last 12 against Harlequins, though their latest defeat came in their last fixture together. Next up, Sale versus Northampton, and Henry's got that one down as a 36-26 win to Sale. And again, I've got to agree with him. I don't think he's wrong. Sale at home, I think that's going to be a really great game, but I think Sale are going to come through that one. Incidentally, Sale have the best tackle success rate through last season at 89%. So next up is Bath against Newcastle. Now Henry has this one down as a 27-12 win to Bath, and again I've got to agree with him. I think Bath are going to come out with a win in that one, though I expect that one to be a really good game. Newcastle obviously coming back into the Gallagher Premiership will have a lot to prove. That said, they've been out and not played for a longer time, obviously lost to Ealing in the build-up to the competition, but I reckon that should be a pretty good game to watch. Bath won the last encounter between these two teams, having lost the previous 4 meetings. And of course, Rory McConaughey is back in the side, and he scored the second most amount of tries since the tournament restarted in August. He is certainly somebody that you should be considering for your fantasy team. So next up then is Leicester against Gloucester. Now Henry has this one down as a 28-17 win for Gloucester. I'm really torn on this one. I do think Gloucester will win it. I think it's going to be closer than Henry thinks it's going to be, but I do think Gloucester are going to win that one. Lewis Ludlow obviously has just been honoured as captain at the Cherry and Whites, and he stole the most lineouts last season with 10, and Gloucester topped the same team chart with 31, which is obviously something they probably need today, and I think is what will probably catapult them to the win at Welford Road. So next up is Worcester against London Irish. Now Worcester did the double over London Irish last season, and that is the first time that they have ever managed to do so. Now Henry has this one down as a 21-20 win for London Irish, and I gotta say I actually think Worcester are going to, I think it'll be mightily close, but I think Worcester are going to come through on this one. So finally, Sunday's game, Wasps versus Bristol. Bristol have obviously been decimated by injuries heading into this fixture, but through last season they averaged the most carries, metres, breaks and defenders beaten of any side in the Premiership. However, Wasps averaged the most points, so that could be a fantastic game to watch. Henry has it down as a 36-13 win to Wasps, and honestly I'm inclined to agree with him. I think given the injuries that Bristol have had, they are going to be hard pressed to overcome Wasps there. The player to look out for in that game is Zach Kibarigi, who I expect to go incredibly well. So there we go, they're my predictions and Henry's predictions. So please let us know what you think, whether you agree, whether you disagree. I'm going to leave you with a little bit of food for thought. Bear in mind, one game week doesn't make a season. This is a marathon and not a sprint. We've got 24 rounds to get through this year. You might not have a very good start to the season, do not worry. As I said in a previous video, the guy that won a couple of years ago, he didn't start until the second or third season. In fact, the cup winner from a few years ago didn't start until round 4, I think. So there is so much to play for right the way through the season. Obviously, we're supporting Restart this year. We're giving 50% of every upgrade that you purchase to Restart to support the incredible work that they do. So please get on that. Please help us out. Please help us support that fantastic charity. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, follow us on your favourite social media channel, and I look forward to a fantastic weekend of Gallagher Premiership Rugby.